Seeds of the Sacred: A Timeless Quest, written by Karen Armstrong. Have you ever gazed at the stars and pondered the vastness of the universe? Have you felt a sense of awe at the beauty of nature or the miracle of life? Since the dawn of humanity, people across cultures and continents have grappled with these profound questions, seeking meaning and purpose in a world often filled with mystery and uncertainty. This innate human desire to connect with something greater than ourselves lies at the heart of religious history, a story as old as humankind itself. This essay embarks on a captivating journey through the annals of religious history, exploring the diverse ways humans have sought the sacred throughout the ages. We will delve into the prehistoric roots of belief, uncover the mysteries of ancient civilizations, and trace the evolution of major world religions. Join us as we explore the enduring power of faith, ritual, and the human search for meaning in a constantly changing world. Our exploration will span millennia and continents, highlighting the profound impact of religion on human civilization, from art and architecture to law, politics, and social structures. The dawn of belief, prehistoric roots. From the earliest days of human existence, our ancestors have sought to understand the world around them, to make sense of the mysteries of life and death, and to find meaning in the natural phenomena they observed. This quest for understanding gave rise to the first inklings of what we now recognize as religious thought. Archaeological evidence reveals that even our earliest ancestors engaged in rituals and practices suggesting a belief in a realm beyond the material world. These early humans, living tens of thousands of years ago, left behind clues that hint at their spiritual lives. From the careful placement of objects in graves, to the creation of intricate carvings and paintings, it is clear that they were not only concerned with survival, but also with the metaphysical aspects of existence. Cave paintings adorned with animal spirits and hunting scenes hint at a desire to connect with supernatural forces, perhaps to ensure a successful hunt or appease the spirits of the animals they relied upon for survival. These images, often found deep within caves, suggest that these spaces were considered sacred, set apart from the everyday world. The act of creating these paintings may have been a ritual in itself, a way to invoke the power of the depicted animals and to seek their favor. Burial sites from the Paleolithic era, meticulously arranged with tools, weapons, and offerings, offer further insights. These graves, often containing the remains of individuals carefully positioned and surrounded by objects of significance, indicate a belief in an afterlife. The inclusion of tools and weapons suggests that the deceased were thought to continue their existence in another realm, where they would need these items for protection and sustenance. These practices suggest an early awareness of mortality and a belief in an afterlife, a realm where the deceased might need provisions for their continued journey. The presence of offerings, such as food and drink, further supports the idea that these early humans believed in a continuation of life beyond death, where the spirits of the departed would require nourishment and care. While we may never fully comprehend the intricacies of prehistoric beliefs, these glimpses into the distant past underscore the ancient roots of religious consciousness. The artifacts and sites that have been uncovered provide a window into the minds of our ancestors, revealing their attempts to grapple with the unknown, and to find comfort in the face of life's uncertainties. The emergence of agriculture brought about significant changes in human societies, leading to more settled lifestyles, the development of villages, and eventually, the rise of cities. This shift from a nomadic to a sedentary way of life had profound implications for religious practices. As people began to cultivate the land and domesticate animals, their relationship with the natural world evolved, and new forms of religious expression emerged. With these advancements came new forms of religious expression, often intertwined with the cycles of nature and the fertility of the land. Agricultural societies developed rituals to ensure bountiful harvests, to honor the changing seasons, and to celebrate the renewal of life. These ceremonies, often held in open fields or near water sources, reflected a deep connection to the earth and its cycles. Deities associated with the sun, rain, and harvest emerged, reflecting humanity's growing dependence on the forces of nature for sustenance. These gods and goddesses were often depicted in art and sculpture, their images serving as focal points for worship and supplication. The rituals performed in their honor were meant to secure their favor and to ensure the continued fertility of the land. Rituals and sacrifices became increasingly formalized, often led by shamans or priests who acted as intermediaries between the human and spirit worlds. These religious figures held significant power within their communities, guiding the spiritual lives of their people and performing ceremonies to maintain harmony with the divine. Their role was crucial in the development of organized religion, laying the foundations for the complex belief systems that would follow. Ancient echoes, pyramids, pantheons, and prophets. These monumental structures and the beliefs they represent have shaped human history in profound ways, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate and inspire us today. As civilizations flourished in ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, India, and China, they built grand temples, towering pyramids, and intricate shrines. These structures were not just architectural marvels, they were the epicenters of spiritual life, reflecting the deep-seated beliefs and values of their societies. So too did their religious beliefs and practices evolve, becoming more complex and intertwined with daily life. Rituals, ceremonies, and festivals were held to honor the gods, seek their favor, and ensure the well-being of the community. These societies developed elaborate cosmologies, intricate pantheons of gods and goddesses, and sophisticated systems of temples and priests. Each deity had specific roles and attributes governing various aspects of life and nature, from fertility and harvest to war and death. The ancient Egyptians, for example, believed in a complex afterlife and developed elaborate burial rituals and mummification practices to ensure the safe passage of the deceased into the underworld. They believed that preserving the body was essential for the soul's journey and eternal life. Their pyramids, awe-inspiring feats of engineering and architecture, served as tombs for pharaohs and testaments to their belief in the eternal power of the divine. These monumental structures, such as the Great Pyramids of Giza, continue to stand as symbols of ancient Egypt's grandeur and spiritual depth. Across the Mediterranean, the ancient Greeks and Romans developed rich polytheistic traditions, worshipping a multitude of gods and goddesses associated with various aspects of life, from love and beauty to war and wisdom. Their temples, like the Parthenon in Athens and the Pantheon in Rome, were architectural masterpieces dedicated to these deities. Their myths and legends, passed down through generations, provided moral guidance, explained natural phenomena, and offered a lens through which they made sense of the world around them. These stories, rich with heroes, gods, and epic adventures, continue to influence literature, art, and culture to this day. In the East, ancient Chinese civilization developed a unique spiritual worldview centered on the concepts of balance and harmony, embodied in the principles of yin and yang, and the practice of ancestor veneration. These beliefs were deeply integrated into their daily lives, influencing everything from medicine and philosophy to art and governance. Confucianism and Taoism emerged as influential philosophical and religious traditions, emphasizing ethical conduct, social harmony, and living in accordance with the natural order. Confucianism focused on the importance of family, respect for elders, and the cultivation of virtue, while Taoism encouraged a life of simplicity, spontaneity, and alignment with the Tao, or the fundamental nature of the universe. Crossroads of Faith: The Rise of World Religions. This chapter delves into the profound transformations that shaped the spiritual landscape of humanity, tracing the origins and growth of major world religions. From the first millennium BCE onwards, a period of remarkable religious and philosophical ferment swept across the globe. This era saw the birth of new ideas and beliefs that would forever change the course of human history. In ancient Israel, the Hebrew prophets proclaimed the existence of a single, all-powerful God, Yahweh, who demanded ethical behavior and social justice. Their messages were revolutionary, emphasizing a covenant between God and the people, which required adherence to moral laws. Their teachings laid the foundation for Judaism, a monotheistic tradition that would profoundly influence the development of Christianity and Islam. Judaism's emphasis on monotheism, law, and ethics became cornerstones for these later religions. In India, a young prince named Siddhartha Gautama embarked on a spiritual quest to understand the nature of suffering and ultimately attained enlightenment, becoming known as the Buddha. His journey was marked by deep meditation and self-discovery. He shared his insights into the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, offering a way to achieve liberation from suffering through meditation, mindfulness, and ethical conduct. Buddhism's teachings spread across Asia, influencing countless lives and cultures. Centuries later, in the Roman province of Judea, a Jewish preacher named Jesus of Nazareth captivated audiences with his message of love, forgiveness, and compassion. His teachings challenged the established religious authorities and offered a new vision of spiritual fulfillment. His followers believed him to be the Messiah, the Son of God, who died on the cross to redeem the sins of humanity. This belief in Jesus' resurrection and divine nature became the cornerstone of Christian faith. Christianity, with its message of salvation and eternal life, spread rapidly through the Roman Empire and beyond, evolving into a major world religion with a lasting impact on Western civilization. The early Christian communities, despite facing persecution, grew in number and influence, eventually becoming a dominant force in the Roman Empire and shaping the cultural and spiritual landscape of the West for centuries to come.